Hey guys, welcome to Amy's Autopsy Report. My name's Amy. This video is, we're going to talk about a movie I just saw recently called The Dark and the Wicked. This is a film that was released, I believe it was released last year actually, and I just recently heard about it I don't know, maybe 4 weeks ago or something. I found it and watched it, and I only heard. I went into this movie with zero knowledge. I saw a couple people post on social media how they thought it was creepy, and I didn't look into it any further. I didn't watch any reviews. I had just heard from a couple of people that they thought it was creepy. As soon as somebody I know who's a seasoned horror movie fan tells me that something was creepy or scary, I instantly want to see it. And sometimes, most of the time, I go into it completely blind. I don't watch any trailers. I don't watch any reviews. I don't watch anything about it at all. And that's what I did with this movie. Wow, let me tell you, the basic plot of this movie was directed by Brian Bertino, first of all. And he also directed The Strangers, and he also did The Monster, and I liked both of those films also. And he directed this one as well, The Dark and the Wicked. So I don't want to give much away on the plot. It's a very basic story. You have an old couple. The husband is ill and clearly about to die, and he's bedridden. And you have an old woman who is his wife caring for him or helping to care for him, and they've got a caregiver there, like a home health nurse that's there. And the movie starts out, the two adult children, Michael and Louise, they come to their family's home or their mother's home, and they're there to support the mother, and their dad is about to die at any time, it seems. So they get there, and they start having these strange, like, nightmares or visions, and they start to feel like something is going to try to overtake the family, and you understand this very early on in the film. There is a bit of a religious aspect to it. I don't want to give any more about the plot away. The movie felt a little bit like a slow burn, but when I say that, I don't want people to get the idea that this is a boring film. It's not at all. There's things that are constantly happening. It's very creepy. The sound design on this film was amazing, I thought. You have this overwhelming sense of dread and doom going on just because of the way the film is set up and shot. It's shot very well. It's edited very well. The acting is really well done. The sound design was really something special. There's not a lot of films where the sound really gets me, but the sound effects and the design of the sound for this film it was really well done. I mean, there were times, when trying to think of words to describe the feelings you get from this movie. First of all, there's a heavy sense of dread. It's very heavy. The whole film is very heavy. It's got a really good sense of dread. There is the music and the sound is very jarring and disruptive, and it really adds to the story. The story is good. There's not anything really bad that I can say about this. It did kind of remind me in some ways of Hereditary and Midsummer. Those films are a lot slower, in my opinion, and they leave a lot more to be figured out by the audience, so to speak. There's a little bit less that you have to figure out in this film. It's not boring. There's stuff always happening, but there is a slow buildup. And man, creepy film, creepy film. If you are on the fence about watching this one, I would suggest giving it a try. I really enjoyed it far more than I anticipated I would. I get creeped out here and there by movies. I have a pretty wild imagination, even as an adult. But this movie really creeped me out. Like, other films that creeped me out, well, there was a movie called Dead End, and I found that movie really creepy. The Autopsy of Jane Doe, I found creepy. Um, I also felt Midsummer and Hereditary were creepy, and The Witch. But those had a little bit more of a heavier art house film aspect to them. This movie fits in the art house film category, I feel, but it's going to be a little bit more appealing to people who are not into those types of films. I am seeing people who I know who don't like films like The Witch, Hereditary, and Midsummer, who like this one. So don't let that be a discouragement to stay away from this film. I would highly suggest you watch this one. I enjoyed it, like I said, far more than I anticipated I would. And yeah, I thought it was an amazing film. I'm going to give this movie a 4.5 out of 5. If you can rent it, see it. That's going to do it for this video, guys. If you like these videos, give me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at Amy's Autopsy Report, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Oh, yeah. If you guys could see, my laptop is being propped up on a pillow and a teddy bear. Oh, yeah.